Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told out of Voice of Radio. So today, we've got some little news stories that we need to finish off the week with. There's a few things going on in the Pokemon trading card game, and we're in that situation again where if I didn't go ahead and share these stories with you, well, I just would not feel like I was doing a very good job of what I do, and that would make me rather sad indeed. Starting off then, we have got the binders for Shining Fates. They have been confirmed, the official artwork has been shown off. The 9-pocket binder is going to feature Shiny Gigantamax Charizard on the front and Shiny Toxtricity on the back. And the 4-pocket binder is going to feature Shiny Dragapult on the front and Shiny Corviknight on the back. These are the kind of binders we get for every set that's released, so there's not going to be any major surprises here, except for the fact that one's got Charizard on. We'll get there in a moment. We are expecting these to release on the 19th of February. That is, of course, the day when the first Shining Fates products do launch. I've done videos about Shining Fates, including a pre-order guide. I'll link them in the description, but the pre-order guide at this stage is probably the best of those videos to check out. It just goes through which products are coming out and the relative merits of each of them, which ones you should be looking out for. Now, the 4-pocket binder holds 40 collectible cards, single-loaded or 80 double-loaded cards, plus up to 4 oversized cards. Do remember now what they've started doing, because you've got those oversized cards like the Pikachu I showed you the other day. You get some of them as promos. The double in the double V box would be a nice example. Or actually, if we're talking Shining Face, we should probably use a Shining Face example, shouldn't we? So let's use the example of the Pikachu box. But some of them you get as promos, some of them you get just as, well, I mean, promos again, to be fair. But some are promos in boxes, and some are promos which come around because you go to a particular shop at a particular time and spend a particular amount of money. So it's nice that they've got storage for them. As for the 9-pocket portfolio, it holds 90 cards single-loaded or 180 double-loaded cards. It doesn't actually mention oversized cards here, so it seems like the oversized cards are just for the 4-pocket binder. Of course, the 4-pocket binder can easily fit pretty much one oversized card per page, whereas a 9-pocket, it doesn't fit in anywhere near as neatly, so dimension-wise, it makes more sense to put them in the 4-pocket. Now, of course, the 9-pocket does have Charizard on it, so it's gonna be popular. People love Charizard. I'd like to think that a 9-pocket binder or portfolio, call it what you will, isn't going to end up being horrendously scalped by everyone. I mean, I know the theme deck did, and obviously every Charizard card does, but at least the theme deck had the Shatter Hollow, which could only be gotten in the theme deck, and it was still kind of an exclusive Charizard card. I will be upset if people end up going dumb with this product. It's not going to happen, surely. Now, speaking of cool promo stuff, we have had images of the Hobby Co-op marketing kit. This is basically the marketing kit for Vivid Voltage, which is being sent out to stores. Now, look, I know as well as you do at the moment that some stores aren't open and the stores are generally running reduced hours and they're generally not doing physical tournaments, and honestly, there's a strong argument that they shouldn't be doing physical tournaments because of the whole global pandemic thing. So, as and how these are going to be distributed, I don't exactly know. The best bet is to talk to your local game store and ask them what their plans are regarding these marketing kits, because it's not going to be like normal. I mean, the coolest thing in here that people are probably going to be after, I would assume, is a promotional deck boxes. There are 12 deck boxes in there featuring Zacian and Zamazenta. They are very cool. They're deck boxes. They hold your deck. They're the kind of thing people are going to want. So you get the question of, well, can I have one of these deck boxes? How are they going to be distributed by my local game store? And the honest answer is you should look at your local game store. You should go and ask them. Because things are weird right now, to be honest with you. It really is as simple as that. Now, the marketing kit as a whole has 50 Vivid Voltage posters featuring Chonky Chew, and let's face it, who doesn't want a big giant fat Pikachu on their wall, a window cling, which I would imagine is probably going to end up being used by the shop, Although I did see this in a local bookshop the other day, and let's just say maybe I'll speak to the bookshop. Maybe when Vivid Voltage isn't the most recent set, maybe they don't need this window cling anymore. Maybe it goes on the window of my studio to show people how much I love Pokemon. I don't know. There are a set of 3 Pokeball window clings featuring a bunch of Pokeballs, but there's no Quick Ball there, so, I mean, does anyone really care? The aforementioned deck boxes, which you've got to imagine are probably the coolest, most sought-after thing on there, because people love deck boxes, and a pack of 50 activity booklets. And even if you're not into activity booklets, I think I've got maybe 6 months to a year until my daughter is all over these kind of activity books. Bearing in mind she also pretty into Pokemon right now, it seems like a very, very safe bet that this is the kind of thing she would be extremely excited about. So that's that. And the last story we need to talk about today is a really cool tournament over in Japan that I want to tell you about because it's awesome. If you're not in Japan, you're probably not going to be able to enter this, but it's so cool. I had to tell you about it and how awesome it is. And obviously, you never know if we might get things like this over here. So the translation name is the V-Start Deck First Remodeling Battle. And you get yourself a bunch of Eevee swag. Now, when you enter, you get yourself this exclusive Eevee promo card and the exclusive Eevee coin. You'll notice that the Eevee is stamped with the tournament name there, essentially. The V-Start Deck First Remodeling Battle. So that is really, really cool. Love the promo, love the coin. There is also an EVV Max promo. Now, it does bear in mind that we have finally had it confirmed that it is the Shining Fates Elite Trainer box, which is going to feature this for us. We can see that that big Gigantamax Eevee is on the cover of the ETB, and we have now had official confirmation that the promo will be included in there. Buy an Elite Trainer box, get yourself an Eevee. So that's rather lovely. It has already been given out, I believe, in some ways in Japan. It is coming out again. Now, it's actually listed as the Rock, Paper, Scissors Award. So I believe there's a bit of rock, paper, scissors going on, which is kind of cool. Now, the way the tournament works, and this is why I'm really kind of interested in this, you start off getting yourself the V Starter Deck. Now, for those of you that don't know, we don't have these over here, right? These V-Decks don't really exist over here. We've had all of the Pokemon, but we've not had the decks. For us, they came between Darkness Ablaze, Champion's Path, and a couple of promos. But you've got your Wailord deck, your Pikachu deck, your Mew deck, and so on and so forth. Of course, if you really want to, keep it thematic, go for the Eevee deck. But what you also do there is you buy yourself 2 packs of Shiny Star V. Remember, these are bigger than your average packs over in Japan. I want to say they're 10-star packs. I've opened a bunch, so I really should know by now. So you got to go and buy yourself, it is 10-card packs. You buy yourself 2 packs of Shiny Star V. Bearing in mind, Shiny Star V has 2 rares and a V or V Max guaranteed. And bearing in mind that lots of staple cards are reprinted in Shiny Star V, so you'll be able to pull a bunch of staples to make your deck that little bit better. And then you can add them in as you like. So you play with your V deck, but you also get the opportunity to take any cards you like from your 2 packs of Shiny Star V and fit them into that deck. And then you go and play a little tournament. Now, obviously, there is a mixture of skill and luck in the deck here. There is skill in terms of which of those V decks are the best, going down, sitting, looking through deck lists, and also some prediction. If you believe that everyone is going to be playing the Incineroar deck, maybe you go ahead and go for the Wailord deck, as an example. So there is some teching that can be done. But then you get your 2 packs of Shiny Star V, and that's where a little bit of luck comes in, because of course you can draw yourself something like a Crobat V, which is in a set as both a regular and a shiny, and then that's going to make your deck a whole bunch better, etc, etc. This sounds like a really, really cool way to go about doing stuff. This sounds like a really fun tournament. Yes, it's partly because you get the Eevee promo and the Eevee coin. I make no bones about that. But the idea of buying these V decks, which are like theme decks but generally better, they're a higher quality, shall we say, and then getting 2 packs of Shiny Star V, making a deck out of them, sounds awesome. Now, it is important to note that, unfortunately, a lot of these have been postponed, and the reason is, and I brought this during the video the other day, so I'm not going to labour the point, Shiny Star V has just proper job sold out in Japan, and if shops don't have Shiny Star V to sell, they can't run these tournaments. So I showed you that video the other day telling you that the Pokemon TCG is too popular and it's selling out, but don't worry, reprints are coming. Well, the bad news is, because they've sold out, a bunch of these have been delayed. But the good news is they are expected to come back when Shiny Star V comes back into stock. So that sounds rather nice indeed. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the news for today. That is what you need to know. And as always, I would be very excited to know your opinion on all of this fun stuff. So let me know in the comment section, would you? Go nuts. Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at The Wassy, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCGRadio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all that good stuff, head on over to patreon.com/PTCGRadio, where you can do exactly that. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.